In the United States and really globally, in drylands, we spend a lot of money on restoration. And this comes in the form of mostly reseeding after some sort of major disturbance like wildfire or exotic species invasion in Western North America. And when there's a major disturbance, typically restoration practitioners rely on reseeding. So they take seeds that maybe they've purchased from a large warehouse or seed supplier that maybe the species might be native to the area, but that seed source is most likely not from the area. It could be from somewhere else in the Western United States. And we spend millions of dollars annually on these reseeding efforts, but a lot of them fail. And so what got me really interested in this work is thinking about how even if there is a pretty major disturbance, some of the seeds can survive. And in this project, we're really curious about how the natural seed bank, the seeds that are actually present on the site from the plants that were living there, maybe some of them are gone due to a disturbance, but how those seeds could be used to naturally regenerate or naturally restore a system. A soil seed bank are the viable seeds that are present on the soil surface. So maybe if there's some dry grass or dry decomposing leaves, so it would be the seeds that are present in that litter on the soil surface, but also the seeds that are present within the soil itself. Researchers typically divide the soil seed bank into transient and persistent seed banks. The transient seeds are those that are present for about 1 year or less in the soil. So after that, they're no longer viable. Compared to the persistent seed bank, those seeds can be present for a really long time. In fact, they could be viable and present in the soil for 200 or more years, depending on the species. Not only does it kind of tell you the history of what was there in the past, perhaps even the past 200 years, you can find species in the soil seed bank that you've never seen in your life in the above ground plant community, which is really cool. In order for that natural regeneration to really occur, we have to make space for these native species. One of the major challenges with restoring degraded systems can be the invasion of exotic species. In particular, cheatgrass is a problematic invasive annual grass that has spread throughout large portions of the sagebrush steppe in the western US. It tends to outcompete native plant species, which makes it more difficult for them to survive and regenerate after large-scale disturbances. So land managers are looking for new solutions to combat cheatgrass and other invasive plants, including using livestock grazing to target invasives. So that's why we're using sheep grazing in this project, is to make space for the natives to come back.
So to do this, we established 40 50 by 50 meter plots, and then we took about 30 samples across 3 different transects. Then we brought these samples back to the lab and wet them a little bit and put them in a refrigerator at 0 degrees Celsius to help the seeds break dormancy. After that, we put all the soil samples out in greenhouse trays and watered them and recorded species as they emerged. So we found that cheatgrass was abundant in the seed bank. On average, there was about 600 seedlings per meter squared of cheatgrass, and in one plot, over 2,000 seedlings per meter squared. The amount of cheatgrass emerging from the seed bank was strongly correlated with the amount of above ground cheatgrass cover. So Sandberg's bluegrass, a native perennial bunch grass, and sagebrush emerged, and those are species that are really important for rangeland health and act as rangeland health indicators. Even though there was high cheatgrass invasion, we did find a wide range of native species emerging.
So it's really promising how many native species we saw regenerate from the soil seed bank, because it means that they are capable of coming back after disturbance, especially if we're able to remove cheatgrass, potentially with sheep-targeted grazing or other practices. And so this natural regeneration from the seed bank could be an effective complement to our other restoration tools. It will also be important for us to come back in the future after more years of the targeted grazing treatments to see not only how they're affecting the above ground vegetation, but also the potential effects on the seeds that are available in the soil seed bank and how they may be regenerating naturally after the removal of cheatgrass.